right, guys, I am back, and just like my girl Rita always says, I have a headache. We are on issue 3 of Godzilla vs. the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. In this issue, it picks up right where we left off with the cliffhanger in issue 2. Issue 3 begins with the Psycho Rangers kicking some ass. You know, the Power Rangers, Godzilla, they, are losing Jet Jaguar. So we see the Power Rangers, the OG Power Rangers, saving alternate versions of the Rangers. These alternate versions have different names and are different people entirely. We find out the alternate versions of the Pink Ranger is named Clarissa, and the Red Ranger, what was his name? His name is Adra. Then we see the Power Rangers teams, Godzilla, Jet Jaguar, the Tiger Zord, and the other Zords. We just see them getting clobbered by the Psycho Rangers and these kaiju Psycho Rangers. So it's the Psycho Rangers and the kaiju Psycho Rangers winning as of right now. In the next panels, we see just them losing this battle. The Rangers, Godzilla I can't keep up with the immense strength that the Psycho Ranger and kaiju Psycho Rangers have. Then we see Jet Jaguar, who has the multiversal focus. He ends up taking the team to a deserted island. We find out the island is Infant Island. That is the name of this island. I feel like we could have named this island after anything else, but it is called Infant Island. So there on the island we meet these fairies named Elias fairies. It's spelled a little funky in the comic, but I believe it's Elias fairies. I believe that's the pronunciation. But these fairies somewhat brought the team there, kind of signaling a way for Jet Jaguar to bring them all to this island. The fairies let the Rangers know that the multiverse is falling apart, collapsing, and that they don't have much time to fix this. So they have to get on it. In the next panels, the Psycho Rangers find them. They are on the island with Godzilla and the Rangers, the kaijus. Godzilla and Mothra are there still fighting, not each other, but together. Mothra is a protector, as is Godzilla in his own way. And this is when Mothra is introduced, and then another warp ends up happening, and they bring everyone except for the Psycho Rangers to the next multiversal focus jump. The Power Rangers end up, in this warp as well. They're bringing them all, and they end up at the real Angel Grove, the original Power Rangers Angel Grove, the OGs. And we find out Jaguar and the White Ranger are on missions. Jet Jaguar is giving these kaiju, when he's on his mission, we see in, panel by panel, we see that he is giving these kaijus these morphing coins, or in the comic, they're called power coins. It's kind of like the last defense for the Power Rangers when they go up to battle, like if they really need the assistance of these kaijus that now have power coins. We see Rodan, Ingarius, Mothra, King Caesar, Baragon, I believe that's how you say it. We see them receiving these power coins from Jet Jaguar. And then in the last panels, the Psycho Rangers are heading into battle, leading their army and storming the Rangers' headquarters. And this issue ends with another cliffhanger of the Kaiju Rangers. So I believe we do see these Kaijus, Rodan, Mothra, King Caesar, with their power coins, and now they're Kaiju Rangers. Out of all of the issues we've been through so far, issue 1 through 3, I do think issue 3 is my favorite so far. To me, it didn't seem as kind of cramped as issue 2 seemed. It didn't seem as it just didn't have as much cramped into the story. You know, it kind of laid everything out, and yeah, I like that. It wasn't too bunched. I am curious of the reveal of the Green Ranger and the White Ranger. You know, we're not sure, are these alternate versions? So I'm curious about that. You know, I'm not sure how they're going to go with this, how the story unfolds with that. So I'm kind of thinking that the Green Ranger and the White Ranger, I mean, what if they possibly get, you know, power coins? You know, they can go really any way with this. They can go any way after every cliffhanger, which is like kind of cool the way they end it. You know, so I'm very curious how issue 4 will play out. And also, we have not found out the Red Ranger's name. We do know the alternate version Red Ranger's name is Adra, yes. And I know it's a bit confusing with all the warps, alternate versions, and Psycho Rangers, not Psycho Rangers, all of that. But overall, this issue was fun, lots of action. You know, we get to see Mothra, which is, I mean, Mothra is one of the most powerful kaijus, the protector of humanity. We love her. I do wonder if we'll see her healing abilities in this comic series. So that would be pretty cool. Maybe she like heals Godzilla, or maybe even a Ranger. But yeah, even Mothra like looks really cool visually here as well. I do like the vibrant colors in this comic series. You know, cheers to Andrew Dalhouse on the colors. But yeah, that is issue 3, and I really think that this might be my favorite. I mean, we still have the other 2, but yeah, this issue is pretty much my favorite. I really like this one, and you know, cheers to Andrew Dalhouse and Cullen Bunn. Such a great series so far. But that is Godzilla vs. the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 2, issue number 3. And like Zordon always says, may the power protect you.